It's not when yeah, that you have to start cutting grass. You don't wait until when that's why I've decided not to tell anybody what you're going to say to the grass. Look at this video, and you want to go to the town. Let's go and meet your chairman wherever he is in the town. you look, if you are coming in now, look at the edge of this outside. And then look the inside too.
The cleaning of the inside, the cutting of the grass is continuing, 20 of personnel. If you go to that side, you see what they've been doing. So they go around and then come over again and we finish. You know, we've asked for some more hands. We send this letter through the Ministry of Local Government. The ordinary laborers from agencies has over 60 of them. So this is the constraint we have. But the evidence is that if you go to that side, you see.
How many do you have now?
We have. I don't think we have engineer. The ordinary laborers that you have.
8. I think if you use them to the maximum, they should be able to take care of this place. What is happening with us generally is making use of this place properly. You discover most people they come to work around 7 o'clock, and then by 9 or 10 they are no more working. You see them under the shed sitting down doing nothing, and then by 12 o'clock you don't even find any of them around. I think I believe let us try to try those states and let us see what they will do, because I know we have farmers and so on, and you have only someone also having almost 3 or 4 times this, and they still with their farm.
Actually, they are not on this weeding alone. They are used generally for all types of labor. Erection of canopies.
What of the NDE program?
NDE program.
Those
yes.
That recruited that are supposed to be doing some of these.
I don't think we have up to 200 here. They are also deployed to the various sections of the armed forces and the local government. Some of them are farms. And we've done the first phase. And you saw exactly what happened at Ekwe.
Very disappointing exercise there. And you can see that I think what the chairman needs to do there is more or less to put in more effort in mobilizing the people, and at the same time to let them know that the exercise is meant for the people themselves, and not just because the government said they must come out on Saturday. So I mean, the last Saturdays of every month, so because of that they have to. But it's supposed to be a sort of an everyday occurrence also today. In Ikorodu, I think they are fairly okay. Again, you have the same problem. The local government headquarters are done very dirty and very filthy. But whatever the case, I think something is being done about that. Coming down to the metropolis, yes, the response so far I think has been very good. And I believe that if they can keep that standard up, then we should probably be having something to show the world. But I believe again that it shouldn't be only on Saturdays, and I think what we are going to do is to start thinking on how to continue to keep Lagos clear rather than just waiting until probably on Saturdays or the last Saturday of every month. So I think something is going to be done on that, so that at least people have that instinct also in them that they just have to be keeping their areas clean every now and then, not waiting until the last Saturday of the month.
The MG was not particularly happy about some government offices in Ikorodu and local government areas. What does the MG intend to do exactly about this?
Well, no, it's common, and I think you know that they are afraid to do it, and the only thing they can do is for them to conduct their own environmental exercise too. It's another, and it's a law, and everybody must have to obey it. So what is going to happen is our ministries, the local government headquarters, they have to conduct theirs. That's all.
You made a remark in relation to cleanliness of environment, especially when an August visitor is visiting an area. Please, would you like to clarify what you mean by people should not do this during the time somebody is coming around?
No, what I said is not when August visitor visiting a place. What I said that it should be part of the system of every individual to keep their surroundings clean. And invariably, you have seen what has happened today. But my personal belief is that it should be an everyday occurrence rather than waiting until every last Saturday of the month, which is what we are going to work on to indeed that habit also into the people, that they don't have to wait until the government progress another or anything before they can come out to clean their areas.
One last question. We wonder what the MG intends to do about this manpower shortage as enunciated by the chairman of Ikorodu local government. It appears this particular problem is constituting a big clog in the wheel of progress in this local government areas.
No, it appears to you, not to me, because until I look at the manpower situation of the various local governments, honestly, I will beg to disagree on shortage of manpower. Maybe what we can say, maybe is to say that maybe we have the manpower heavier in some areas, and we have manpower short in some areas. So what we can do is maybe we have to look at it and then reshuffle.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. I, Adebayo Jason, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as acting Chief Judge of Lagos State, I will discharge my duties and perform my functions honestly, to the best of my ability, and faithfully in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law. And I will abide by the code of conduct contained in the 5th schedule to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions. That I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. I, Adebayo Jason, do solemnly swear that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal any matter to any person which shall be brought under my consideration or shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my official duties, except as may be required for the discharge of my official duties or as may be permitted officially by the military government. So help me God.
And contractors or business partners. So to set the ball rolling,
members of Lagos State Executive Council, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my duty is to introduce people on the high table, and in doing this, I will start with the chief guest, that is the governor of this state, Ragi Razak. I would like to introduce the acting chief judge of Lagos State, Honorable Justice Visite. Next, I would like to introduce the person who is the brain behind the seminar. I will also like to introduce the Secretary to the Military Governor. After that, he became the Chief Judge of Ondo State. And later on, he was a member of the Nigerian Law Commission, and now the chairman of the Nigerian Law Commission. like to introduce the Honorable Commissioner for Works, Architect Alice, Commissioner for Works and Commissioner for Works and I would like to introduce Mr. Kola Balogun, Lai Balogun, beg your pardon. He is the Chairman of Institute of Architects. He is the President of Institute of Next to me, I'd like to introduce Chief B.O. Benson, SAN. He's a member of the Nigerian, he's a member of the Getting acquainted with his position has yet made time to be present with us here this morning. We are particularly honored since this is one of the first public appearances of Govt Ragi Razak as the Military Governor of Lagos State. I believe this confirms the importance to which he attaches to this particular seminar. The theme of this seminar, involving a standardized general conditions of contract for Lagos State, is most appropriate, relevant, and timely under the present circumstances in Nigeria. In the recent past, many contractors, foreign and local alike, have taken advantage of Nigeria's relative inexperience in the negotiation and drafting of building and engineering contracts to introduce contract documents with clauses which have weighed heavily in favor of contractors and much to the detriment of their Nigerian clients, of which the public sector or government-owned establishments have been the worst off. Even the so-called International Conditions of Contracts, or FIDIC, was designed by Western draftsmen primarily for use in third world or underdeveloped countries, while other forms are used abroad or in their own countries respectively. Up till recently, the tradition was for contractors to tender based on various conditions of contracts brought in by them. Enigmatic escalation clauses were tucked in by which the contract price would be doubled or tripled within the first year. Consequently, our objective at this seminar is that we should evolve our own standards drafts that would be generally accepted by all parties concerned.
Honorable members of the Lagos State Executive Council, mentioning names has been made very simple by the Master of Ceremonies and later had the legal confirmation of the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice. So I wouldn't say further than this, that I had thought that I had gone into hibernation, but this hibernation apparently hasn't started yet. May I add my own warm and sincere welcome to the Military Governor of Lagos State, Govt Ragi Razak. This seminar is, I think, the first of its kind to be held in Lagos State, and I have not yet heard of such a seminar taking place in any other state in the Federation. This seminar is a great credit to the Honorable Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Mrs. Eniola Adayomi, and to the Lagos State Ministry of Justice and the Lagos State Government. The pace of such exercises was, of course, set by the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, the Honorable Prince Bola Ajibola SAN, as far as international contract negotiation and drafting are concerned. There have already been a series of seminars in that field with international specialist assistance. But this present 3-day seminar starting today at the Sheraton Hotel Ikeja is and will be a homemade Nigerian product. That is what we are driving at, which will no doubt endure to the benefit not only of Lagos state government, but the governments of other states of the Federation. This is indeed a situation in which the much heralded intention to have desirable uniformity with local modifications to suit each particular state within the Nigerian legal system should be honored.
For the former opening of this seminar, which has been arranged to consider the evolution of standardized general conditions of contract in the state. The focus of the seminar is both relevant and vital to contractual arrangement, not only to this state, but throughout the country at large. The outcome of this seminar, I'm sure, will be of material value to other state governments in the Federation and indeed the federal ministries of justice, works, housing, and environment. I'm also well aware that in the recent past, large sums of money have been lost by Nigeria, especially state governments, as a result of very badly created conditions of contract, which are heavily made to the disadvantage of government. Conversely, these conditions of contract are so clearly to the advantage of contracting firms and companies, whether exported or indigenous. Consequently, our expectation is that this seminar will address this issue with all the seriousness reserved, and as a result of deliberation, the need for all parties concerned to agree and work with mutually acceptable contract documents shall have been fully recognized. I also wish to use this opportunity to observe that contractors and consultants operating in the building and engineering construction in Nigeria have a big challenge ahead of them. This is particularly so in the wake of the structural adjustment program. The challenge is to devise ways and means of achieving more with the same amount of money or even less, given the tradition and contract values which must arise from importation of building assets and materials. Consultants and contractors working for government must constantly turn inwards to search for the best total substitutes for imported materials. The same goes on the issue of building and engineering construction technology and expertise. We must increasingly encourage homegrown contractors as well as homegrown building materials. I'm sure that such domestic sourcing of the needs of the construction and engineering industry will go a long way, not only in bringing down construction costs, but in further insulating the construction industry from the vagaries of foreign exchange fluctuations. In this regard, indigenous contractors and consultants have a duty to consciously identify with and foster this national aspiration in order to ensure a secure future for the construction industry in Nigeria and a central role of themselves in the scheme of things. History has shown that no nation can prosper without first identifying and harnessing her resources, both material and women. May I also ask them to fully explore and exploit every means of structural and managerial organization that will enable them to compete effectively with their foreign counterparts. It is only when their standards are comparable to those of their foreign counterparts that we can justify any preferential treatment that will be accorded there. As for the foreign contractors and consultants doing business in Nigeria, I urge them to identify which the functions of the Nigerian economy and to look on themselves as having a vital role to play as worthy partners in progress with Nigeria. In order to secure their future, they cannot afford to give the impression that they are merely good weather friends who, as the started hint of adversity in the economy, will play. Finally, Mr. Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my hope and expectation that at the end of this seminar, its main objective, namely the evolution of standardized general conditions of contract, which will be clear and equitable to both employers and contractors, will have been achieved. I also hope that other governments of the Federation will have something to learn from the outcome of the deliberations. I now have the pleasure to formally declare open this seminar and to wish all very fruitful and rewarding deliberations.
Directors General, the Chief Inspector of Nysc, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Lagos State Council of the Nysc, I wish to welcome the Military Governor, Govt Ragi Razak, to the occasion. We have representatives of about 2,800 outgoing corporates here present, and I have it on good authority that most of them have performed very excellently in their place of primary assignment. Out of this number, 15 of them have qualified for State Merit Award, and in view of their outstanding contributions to the socio-economic development of Lagos State, I would like the Chief Inspector to introduce these Merit Award winners to the Governor. But before then, I'd like to introduce to the Deputy Governor, Mr. Afolayan, who is the Chief Inspector of Nysc in Lagos. The Honorable Commissioner of Social, it's a privilege for me to introduce the Military Governor, the 15 core members who qualified for Merit Award for Lagos State this year. Apart from this 15, sir, we have 88 of them who bagged letters of commendation for various good acts performed during the service year, but which standards are not up to the best award. They will be issued with letters of commendation at the end of the ceremony tomorrow. I have on this list, sir, Mr. Abe Olukayode Abiodun, State Grammar School, Town Planning with Ilupeju.
Remove your dad.
Nigerian Ports Authority, Tinkai Island Port. Ikorodu Schools Management Committee. MPA Agnes Oye Jonah, Ojo Military Cantonment, Ojo. Era Patrick Omonua, Ascom Health Services Center, Topo, Badagry. medical personnel, but there are no drugs, no anything of such. And there was a day, the fellow copper, and he was vomiting for more than 3 hours. The villagers had to come to our aid, and that kind of a thing. If we get to the extent that they will tell us no drugs, no anything, and I will want the state government to at least try as much as to compensate much that area more than those people than those people. That's one. And also, the coppers that are sent to those kind of rural areas, if I can't transport I mean, supply them with medical facilities. This is the guy. When it's from conveying from far away to far away, it will have been a death for very short. I think I'm quite sure and I believe they have very good dialogue between the government as well as the bank, the manufacturers and so on. I don't know where it's speaking because I've just been asking that question there now. In fact, what the state to do next year is probably to look at those low-cost housing schemes and see those ones that have not adopted out of people. Then what you can do is maybe declare them and everything will be the only go around where we are born and then maybe have our providers there where we can I believe that there are some students not there and of course not giving them whatever the case, they are planning to work having something for I want to go back to one of the things that was I think I want to say that most of us are feeling from quite a long we had encouragement from the people around, even though we had a problem of that is the I think we've done our own turn, we had a history page in our channel, and
Architecture Police College, ready for your inspection, sir.
God, these guys just stop us.
Service for Lagos State Bar, passing out parade ceremony. 2,700 couples of parade ready for your inspection, sir.
ẹjọ́ ó dà pé kí ni lọ́mọ gbé ẹ̀ẹ́dá ní náà yóò kọ́ pàṣẹ kan pọ̀ díẹ̀ mo kó tèsí méjì kan fún akínníkan fún
Ragi Razak is being led to the dais, after which the chairman of the Nysc, Mr. Govt.
My Lord Chief Judge of Lagos State, members of the State Executive Council, Directors General, outgoing and National Youth Service Corps members, I am greatly delighted to welcome the military governor of Lagos State, marking the completion of service for the members have contributed immensely to the socio-economic development of Lagos State. For example, in the field of education, about 1,600 qualified teachers were provided to teach under the Schools Management Board, those relieving in part the acute shortage of teachers, especially in the field of science. In a similar manner, medical doctors were provided to man clinics in rural areas where no permanent doctor was willing to serve. Among the disciplines covered are engineering, administration, and several others. There is no local government where corps members are not found in the state. Apart from providing skilled manpower in those areas, the corps members hosted our diverse ethnic groups, thus confirming the fact that Nysc is a veritable tool in the fostering of unity in the country. The Lagos State government is very appreciative of the enormous contribution of these dedicated youth to the progress of the state. On behalf of the state government, I say well done and more grace to your elbow. Apart from the normal primary assignments, a good number of corps members have found time to study various social problems confronting Lagos State and have written projects on such problems. Others took to help campaign and enlightenment on human rights. Private projects performed by some of the corps have saved the state thousands of naira. Typical examples are the repairs of abandoned generating plants at no cost, construction of roundabouts from funds raised locally by corps members, and the recovery of millions of naira from long outstanding debts owed to the federal government. 15 of such outstanding corps members have qualified for merit awards and will be accordingly recognized during the presentation of prizes. Several others were given letters of commendation by the Secretariat for Jobs Well Done. It is my fervent hope that all members will continue to strive hard to uplift the image of the scheme. Just as we give recognition to excellent service, hiring core members were also not left unpunished. In this regard, the services of 8 core members have been extended for offences ranging from absenteeism, abscondment, and dereliction of duty. They will be on half pay during the period of extension. One knotty issue that has been of great concern to government, parents, and every patriotic Nigerian in this country is the prevailing graduate unemployment. I must state here that we are passing out at a seemingly tough period, a time when there are no jobs, a time when there is world economic recession. Nonetheless, both the federal and state governments are still battling hard to solve this problem. You will recall that about a year ago, President Ibrahim Babangida launched the new National Directorate of Employment. The source of the Directorate program is to assist applicants in setting up their own businesses in agriculture, small-scale industry, and so on, and enable them to employ additional hands in their establishments, thus helping to reduce the level of unemployment in the country. It is our hope that a more promising period will come shortly. I have also been reliably informed that the job placement unit of the Nysc is not relenting in its efforts in linking ex-core members with jobs where they exist. To complement all this, every one of you should see the present problem as posing a challenge to be innovative, creative, and to think of positive ways of making a living by using your hands and brains. For example, many ex-core members who are not graduates of schools of agriculture are making appreciable progress on the farms under the Lagos State Graduate Farming Scheme. At this juncture, I wish to implore all employers of core members to face with all seriousness the issue of accommodation for core members posted to their establishment. It is a fact that 60 naira was approved in lieu of accommodation, but a more comfortable arrangement should be to first find a room provided with basic furniture for each core member. Since many of the corpers are new in the community, it is not very easy for them to find rooms to rent immediately after leaving the orientation camp. This fact has been the cause of rejection of corpers by establishments which requested for them. In our next posting exercise, priority will be given to establishments that have accommodation ready before considering those who wish to pay accommodation fees. Finally, I wish once more to express the sincere appreciation of the government and people of Lagos State for your invaluable contribution to the development of the state during your short but memorable stay here. I wish you all safe journey to your various destinations. Goodbye and God bless.
Africa!